Assalamu alaikum. Guys, uh, something I mistakenly skipped today. I did not want to skip it or exclude it from the exam, but mistakenly, I seem to have done that. Uh, while discussing the different types of satellites, it was also important to understand their relative advantages and disadvantages, especially the two popular types, GEO and LEO satellites, have some clear advantages and disadvantages. So using the sat phones, I wanted to highlight uh, their advantages and disadvantages. There are 4 sat phone operators. Let me share the screen. 4 operators, 2 of them use GEO satellites and the rest 2 use LEO satellites. So you understand that both are actually popular, and uh, they have clear advantages definitely. Like for geo satellites, it's uh, first of all, it has a fixed position in the sky. You don't have to track. This is the major advantage, and the major disadvantage is that it's not available beyond 70-degree latitude. And if you go far away from the equator, the angle from the ground towards the satellite gets lower, and it can be very low. And you can also have obstacles of hills or forest on the way, especially when the angle gets low. You can have a hill between yourself and the satellite. Okay, so the coverage is pretty good, but you cannot cover the whole world, and also the far locations from the equator, you can have problems. On the other hand, in the case of, so these are the 2 operators, Inmarsat and Thuraya. Mainly Inmarsat was this was actually the oldest sat phone operators, and uh, this was a large operator, and the coverage. Okay, it has 11 satellites. Anyway, for LEO satellites, the signal here also signal can get blocked by something. But in the case of LEO, there are multiple satellites. Since they all move, they don't maintain any fixed location in the sky. The operator needs to use many of them continuously orbiting. So one may go and then may come, and the phone can be just supported by a new satellite. So continuously they move pretty fast, depending on the altitude. The lower it is, the higher will be the velocity. So, but it can move very fast. For Starlink, it moves really too fast. So you also need frequent handovers among the satellites. Anyway, but the coverage is possible everywhere in the world, since they are not fixed around the equator. You can have the coverage of the whole world, and the great advantage with LEOs is that the satellite is pretty closer, so the latency can be very low. The latency is very large for GEO satellites. In the past, in 90s, uh, you were not born then, but when I used to talk to my sister in USA, uh, I experienced very long delays. I I say something, And then, she responded. We had to wait on each side, and the delays actually made the conversation pretty difficult. So that was the experience. You can talk to your guardians, and they would also tell you their experience with the long delays for international calls. This was because of the long delays of these geo satellites. Now we connect via optical fibers, so things are fast, and the conversation is now smooth. Uh, so there's the problem with the geo satellite, but in the case of LEO satellite, the latency is tolerable. That's why Starlink has no major issue with latency. Okay, so they're pretty close, and you can actually, even with bare eyes, you can see LEO satellites. It's possible. Some of them, if you look at the sky, few satellites, you may be able to see glittering, very small glittering and moving in the sky. That's actually LEO satellite. A few of them are visible with bare eyes. So these are the two operators, Globalstar and Iridium. Iridium is the only operator which is, in these operators use LEO satellites, and Iridium covers the whole Earth. So probably now you understand the relative advantages and disadvantages between GEO and LEO satellites, the most two popular solutions of satellite. So please consider this part included in the syllabus of the final exam. Thank you.